Right, wowee. That has taken 11 minutes. I'm finally here though. It's just I tried to go live where I normally go live through YouTube Studio, and all it would do was share. I was like, what's going on here? Anyway, as the future, no, as the title of this says, what does the future hold for you and for me? So you know football content, you know music, but there's more than that. And because there's more than that, what I try to do today, I've sort of helped. I went on to a discussion place and asked for help. And do you know the what? I'm going to be honest, right? If a person needs help, and I can, I will. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm sitting on a cushion. I'll put the cushion over there. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been one of them days where I found out about 2 hours ago NPM is associated with GitHub. I never knew that. Now, this afternoon, I sent a message to Superbase to say to Superbase what's wrong and how we can possibly fix that. The second message was to Turbo Repo to ask him or her to give assistance. Oh, one thing, I will be back in a second. Right, so put a little bit of water, keep it going. Nice bit of cooled water. So, like I said today to the guy, Turbo, I showed him screenshots and I said, the knowledge he has and the knowledge I have. Pardon me. You see, when I was a driver in Newcastle upon Tyne, I never thought or believed I would do coding. And here we are, 2025, which is a long time. Now, I had two in, well, I had 4 people in, now 2. Wait for you to come in to chat. And you see, like earlier, I went live. And I've been live now today 3 times. One on Instagram to say to those good people on Instagram, need help. Now, what I've tried to do has kind of failed, but still tried it. And when I showed you earlier GitHub, those things in GitHub, they are the future. And one of the things is this, yeah, the 3 games: Streets of Home, Street Racer, and UBBC. They didn't exist anywhere. But I think with all of those games, I honestly believe people will enjoy playing them. Rushing through the streets of Newcastle upon Tyne, whether you're on a homemade buggy or whether you're on a motorbike, because some of us like gaming. Yeah, I like games like Forza Motorsport, where you can switch the angles outside, inside, and right onto the bumper. And that's what I want for this new game. Hello, Benny. Have you Benny? Benny, just for you, mate. Just for you. Tomorrow, I'm speaking to the job centre. The next day, the 21st. No, 22nd. On the 22nd, I am speaking to the Disability Employment Advisor. So, it's coming. Right. Done any lessons? I haven't, no, because I've been trying to figure something out. I have my NPN sorted out and looking to do a bit more. Why have you ditched your... I haven't ditched it. I want these apps to go live and grow while in the background I'm doing the course. See, doing the apps has cost money. British pounds into American dollars. Yeah? That's how you are seeing Seeking You. Right? That's how you're seeing it, because I had to pay for the development and I had to pay for the domain. Now, there's an issue with that, which I said to Superbase today. I can't get in. And I give them a screenshot exactly what it was and says to them, try and get in. So Benny is coming back. Sensible thing to do would be to learn first. Benny, I was doing HTML5. Go back, check. I was doing HTML5. People kept coming into the comments on videos of HTML5 and said AI is going to do that. Straight past you. So I took the advice. Can you tell me what HTML and CSS is? Hyper. Oh man, it's hyper something. Hit CSS. No, I can't tell you what that is. But you already know, Benny. I have gone through HTML. You know that. The other person doesn't. Right. So INUHOO is saying, give it up. Nobody said, please, please, please do a poll on whether us viewers think. I think you've got something a bit twisted there, because I was posting videos which are adult learning. Okay? Those adult learning videos, I was working my way through HTML5. People kept coming in and saying to us when I was doing that, you're wasting your time. You are wasting energy. Hit the AI, it's going to go straight past you. Now, do a poll in chat. Okay. Do a poll in chat. Right. Oh, so I have nothing. How do you mean? How do you do a poll? I normally talk to the camera while you do your chat in chat. Now, if you tell us, I can do that. That's a wonderful thing. Wonderful. Google it. I'm on YouTube. I'm live. Which means if I Google, screen goes blank. My. Good evening, David. Good evening. So here's the thing, right? I've asked assistants. Bok, you have a phone? Yeah, I do have a phone. It happens to be somewhere else. And I'm here. Now, here's the thing, right? Yesterday, somebody said, was it? Scope creep. And that is something that is destined to fail. That's the gist I got. Well, that wasn't what I was setting out to do with these apps. It wasn't at all. It was to start online, grow, and then as the advertisements and other things came in, i.e., money, cold hard cash, then turn around through Job Centre and say, right, I'm going to need this many people remote to start with in Newcastle and this many remote in Rushcliffe in Nottingham. And then move forward with people doing remote until enough money has been made that we can hire office space. Because office space is a lot of money. What we got? Want us to Google for him. Jay, you seem to be new here, right? So let me just inform you about something, okay? When I say help with building the apps, it's not from scratch. There are lines of code in different things associated with code. So I'm not saying to anybody, please do this for me from scratch. No. What I'm saying to you is this, and I'm saying this to everybody. I have a GitHub which has currently 13 different things in it. Currently. Now, there are lines of code within that. There are roadmaps within that. And like I said on Instagram earlier, there are people much more skilled than I can ever be. I mean, let's be honest. Web Development 3 is building a website, using everything to build it. What we got? I give steps in previous comments. Previous comment. Your previous comment said it's not hard. Right. Paul, can you look at chat and start a poll? Let's have a try at doing something here. Let's have a try at doing something here. Okay. This might work, it might not. Nah, that didn't work. So, right. We'll do a poll from tomorrow. We'll keep doing polls. Yeah. Is that dog barking? Yeah, it is. There is a dog barking. Yeah. Can we see the screen? How can you see the screen? Come on. I've got a camera pointing straight at me, and I can see chat. So how can you see the screen? Come on. Phone is doing something. Okay. Now, I can't push the phone too hard because it will flatten battery. Flatten battery, then knackered. And there we go. But I will do. I'll Google these. Well, I won't Google it. I'll go onto YouTube and I'll ask somebody on YouTube how to do a poll while I'm going live. The one which I tried to do earlier can't be done. Yes, it is mining. You're right. You're spot on. Yeah. It's not mining once. It's mining 4 times. Different things. And it drains battery. That's the only downside to it. And like I say, I was going to do on my mobile, but I'm here. And like I say, I mine Pi and BTC and a few other things. No, they're not sky high. The energy costs when I was mining, pardon me, when I was mining BTC on a little miner, which was extremely loud. Yeah, the energy costs were quite high. And I was part of, at that time, the European market, because that's where the mining pool was. Can mods make? I'll have to find that out tomorrow. Okay. Now, see, where was my train of thought? Where was my train of thought? It's the only thing when you're doing lives and you're looking at chat and chat wants to pull you in this direction and pull you that direction. You forget what you think you were going to think about. What I have for dinner? Not a lot. Do you understand, sir? Not a lot. There ain't a lot until the end of the month. So I've got to do what I can do. Skipping in between. It's what it is. This is why this meeting this week on the 22nd, that's why it's important. Because, like I'm going to say to this person from Department of Works and Pensions, I'm asking assistance. And if you're not going to give me assistance, like tomorrow's call, why am I wasting my time? See, there's a lot of people who are on the same benefit who don't want to have employment. They'd rather just have what they have and just, carry on. Everything that I do in my journal is to say to them, there's this, and there's this. Help. JP, are your projects a hobby or aiming for your second part, self-employment? JP. Many, David, many. And they're all in one part. All the videos I've done, they're in one part. Adult learning and HTML5. As Benny, who is also in chat, will tell you. It's just people kept coming into my comments. And if you don't believe, for a long, long time, I just let the comments roll on. Yeah. Unless it's really, really bad. If it's bad, it just gets deleted. But I leave the comments on because it might help somebody else down the line. Right. Check. Click the The plus button near chat. Plus button, right? Okay. You're a genius. You're a genius. Okay. Here we go. Right. Guess what, Benny? Guess what, mate? Jump onto GitHub after this is finished, because, you're helping, yeah? Get onto there, send me a request, and let's get started. Right, what we're going to do. Okay. Right, this is going to be a quick one. I mean, there's 12 years here. Yeah. Mm. I'm so happy now. I'm buzzing. This this poll relates to the live I did the other day. Right, there we go. What's it doing? How am I? It should be simple. Why won't it let me do the poll? Why? It's asking me another option. And then add an option. And then poll is at the bottom. I don't get that. Right. I don't want another option. I just want Benny, all it's saying to me is add option. That's it. I've just typed out something with two replies, yes or no. And it will not go to start poll. Can't work that one out. Yeah, well, I'll try. I'll try it again. I'll try it again. Right. Right. No. I tried the simple version. Yes. No. And the pool bit still won't open. Now, let's have a little Dixie here. Right. No, it still doesn't do it. My Lord. Right. I'm going to shut that down. I will Google it. It shouldn't be that hard. Asking a poll, it shouldn't be that hard. Now, what I was asking in the poll was about your future, everyone that's in chat. And wanting to learn while doing a role, or no, I've learned enough. And the bottom bit was yes, I've learned enough, and the bottom bit was no, 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 no. Oh! So we got Earth to Paul. Make Benny a mod so he can do it for you. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Yeah? I'm going to give you a chance. Take the chance and behave, or you lose it. Do you accept, Benny? Do you accept that? Let's see what you're going to say. Yeah, but a moderator, you're there to like make sure everybody else stays in check. Right, what we got? Right. You've got this until next Sunday evening. Don't waste it. Because here's the thing. I first did a mod the other evening for somebody who has a legal status. So now you've got it. Congratulations, Benny. Don't mess it up. Yeah? Do not mess it up. Because you get one chance. Everybody is entitled to one chance. See, the thing is, right, like when I was on here this morning, I was on live, yeah, and I was showing everybody GitHub. I'm showing you GitHub to say these things require an expert. I am not the expert. And in a way, like I said to Superbase this afternoon, you're charging me, right? You're charging us. And what they're trying to do is 6 projects. One's live, Seeking You, www.seeking-u.org is live. Yeah, so anybody can find it. But as I said to them, this afternoon. You can find it, but you cannot enter it. It's like back in the old days where you could see a website and that's all you could do. You could see it. You knew it was there. You can't enter it. And that was Windows 98 or a little bit higher than that. Being front end website doesn't go or lead anywhere. I know. It's so frustrating because what I was saying to Bolt in the first instance was this. Both Facebook and TikTok have a limitation. That limitation is they don't have a crypto wallet. And years ago, when Mark Zuckerberg tried to do this, Congress and the Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States of America stamped him down hard. He tried the same thing again with Meta, with the online where you put glasses on your head, well, like a Quest 2, and you could enter a virtual world. Same thing happened there. Right, what we got? Well, see, here's the problem. Yeah. With all of these AI agents, right? Bolt, Bolt's one, Claude is another, Lovable is another, Replit is another, etc. What you should be able to do is tell it what you want in as much detail you can fit in a paragraph, and then leave it. That's what I did the other day on Replit 4.1. And what it asked me was this. You need to upgrade. I hadn't even finished anything, but it asked, you need to pay to upgrade you from free to $25 a month. And I was like, you're having a laugh here. There's nothing on screen apart from a circle with a line through it saying, stop. And that's it. And you're asking me to pay. I think that is outrageous. There wasn't an error message for the poll. The one I tried to do on YouTube earlier, there was no start the poll. That was on my YouTube channel. And earlier, when I tried to do the same thing through Studio, it wouldn't allow me. It was saying share, not go live. So it may be need to upgrade on YouTube Studio. Maybe. Well, do you know the thing was, right? We are meant to, there's a lot of television going on about AI can do this, AI can do that, this, that, and the other. And I wanted to explore the option. However, didn't realize it was going to be an absolute pain, which it is. It's a pain, especially when you go to do something that's linked to cryptocurrency. It all just crashes. It's like error, submit, and all the rest of it. And it shouldn't be that way. If you're saying, like, example, Bolt is turned around and saying, tell me what you want to build. So you tell it, and it says, right, I'll do something for you, but you can't get into it. What's the use? There isn't. And that's part of the problem. Why don't you go? Why didn't you want to share the poll? The poll was not coming up on my side of the screen when Benny had said press the plus button and it'll do something, but it didn't do that. All right, let's try that again then. This is a dead simple one. Guess what? First one ever. Cheers, Benny. Cheers. So, there you go. There's a poll. Because here's the thing. I heard a few different fellow channels speaking about this, where they're saying next weekend there's no more football. 3 months. Now, I'll still be here. Whether I'm playing music, whether I'm showing you what's happening on GitHub, what I'm being told from Job Centre, I'll still be here. So between now and August, I'm going to be here. Try and do one in the morning, 11:30, and I'll try and do the other one 7 p.m. or thereabouts. So what I'm trying to say to you all is this. Like the music we all had today. I can't sing with no microphone. I just can't. Because I like to use the amp to project. That's the whole purpose of an amp, to project. So moving forward is to keep coming on because I want to grow. I don't want to be on 1,230 subscribers. I want more. And by showing you the stuff about Newcastle United in all my videos, which is number one, the music second, and other things. What else we got? I'll do that shortly. Here's the thing, yeah. Reason why my learning isn't as good as other people goes to my childhood. In a school, moved across the city to another school. There a short time, moved to another location. It's called a child in care. They put you where they want you to go until it's time to move you. So you don't make friends. You can't make a friend who 6 months or 8 months down the line you ain't going to see again. Waste of time. And that was what we had. We were there some places for a short period of time, other places up to 8 months, and then boom, somewhere else. So it's like a line from Newcastle up to Gateshead, this way, that way, that way, that way, and it looks a mess at the end. Right. Okay. So I got 69% was no. Right. 71% said no. Okay. Bosh. Right. Yeah. Come off that. Okay. There you go. Second one. Let's see what you say. So on will you join and like all of my videos, you've said 70%, 71% of you have said no. So because 71% of you have said no, I've got something. And let's see what happens now. %80. You see, me and I always used to say to us, be careful what you wish for. And ages and ages ago, we had something here in the United Kingdom, and it wasn't that nice. Right? It really wasn't that nice. It shut down the country. Lock, stock, and barrel. It scared me mum. She was terrified. And she would say to me, knowing that one day she could go back outside. She knew one day that wherever she went, putting a mask on her face. Yeah. And here's the thing. Back then, what we're talking about here didn't even exist. Because I just wanted the shoulders fixed, both shoulders, to do bus work. Now, let's see what we've got. So, what we got here? That's 14. Okay. Right. Microsoft Paints. Don't know. Okay. Right. And 14 votes. There's 20 people here. Go on, Bennett, man. Right. Last one of the day. Now remember, there's 21 of yous here. Somebody's just got a timeout. See, every time I come live, yeah, I'm learning. I just learned tonight how to do a poll. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Yeah. Soon, in what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In 8 days' time, there ain't no football. It's gone. Apart from the Champions League, which we can't really count because that's international. Yeah. So, world football's gone. But I'm going to keep on going because I want to grow my channel. I want to grow the channel because this is why I want to grow it. In August, on the 17th, I believe it is, of August, here's what I want. People have asked me, am I going to places in Europe? That's the next poll. But it's not for tonight. That's for tomorrow. 11:30 a.m. So, I'm going to take what I've learned tonight, what this pool says, take it on board. Yeah. Leave the other stuff to one side. Let, like, say, Turbo sort the problem out. Let those on Instagram come in and give their assistance. And all I really want at the end of the day is this. What's in GitHub? Let's have that live. Like that site which I showed you the video of, www.seeking-u.org. But this time, make it so that we can all go in and we can all go that way, or we can go that way, inside Seeking You. And the horrible thing is this. Is Geordie Nation the same as Seeking You? Because if it is, I may as well be throwing money up into the air on a windy day. I don't want to do that. So, the poll is at the moment 58%. Right. Paul, would you travel to Russia if you had an investor over there interested in Geordie Nation? That's a hard one. Russia's one of them places where a person can disappear. And that's honest. And, being a small YouTube channel to, let's say, the head of an oil and gas company who disappears into jail and doesn't come out. That's a bit of a tough one. All right. You know what, Benny? I did try. You asked me multiple times, and we've had 3 polls tonight. Am I correct? I'm learning at the same time. That's what you call dyslexia, Benny. Sometimes what I type used to infuriate my ex-missuses, because sometimes I can type for fun, I can do paragraphs after paragraph after paragraph, and most of them would turn around and say, "Whoa, let me check what you've written." That goes back to when I was at school, because I was here, I was there, I was everywhere. So the one thing I will say to you is this. Yes, I'm not perfect. I do try, though. I'd rather be a trying person than a person who doesn't even bother. Imagine this, yeah? Imagine years and years ago, I hadn't found YouTube. Yeah? You wouldn't have what you have today. Fireburn. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not getting defensive. No. I'm just stating a fact, you know. Maybe I should have stayed on at school and not went and got a job. If I had it done, I would have went into that computer suite at Kenton and I would have come out maybe with keyboard skills. No, David, I am coming off. It's been wonderful tonight because Benny has said to me about doing a poll and how to do the poll, and Benny has been made a mod, and I hope moving forward I can have faith and trust in the man. But we shall see. So, what I would like is this. I'm not asking for a lot. 2,000 plus videos. Go and have a look through them and just do that. Doesn't cost you anything. This is one of the things tomorrow is going to be covered. Because if you want me to go to places like Barcelona, Germany, Italy, that's what you're going to have to do. To tell YouTube. And to be honest, when I was playing the music the other day, you seemed to like it. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your evening. See you all tomorrow. 11:30 or B square.